Tell me that Jesus isn't a healer. Tell me that. Well, my name's Morven Gray. Well, the biggest miracle in our life was when I have 3 children, 3 sons, and Colin's the youngest of the 3. And when he was born, I noticed that his eyes weren't opened. And I spoke to the nurse, so, oh, it's all right, don't worry about it, he's fine. Second nurse, don't worry about it, he's fine. The third nurse, I said, look, I've spoken to other 2 nurses. This is what's happened. He can't open his eyes. They were shut tight with an infection. They were glazed and just didn't look right at all. But everybody kept saying, no, he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. But I still was convinced that although the eyes were open, that these eyes couldn't see. Anyway, time went on, and there were a few other things wrong with him. In the end, I wrote out a big list and went to the doctor and presented him with this list. And he quickly sent me off to see the paediatrician in the hospital. They totally agreed that there was something far wrong, that the way he explained it was the optic nerve wasn't carrying the picture back to the brain. So there was nothing there. It wasn't doing anything. They talked about having to go to a school when he was 5, to be a school for the blind, to be taught to be independent, which was another thing that absolutely shocked me because I didn't expect that. There were a couple of times when I said to the doctor, look, I think Colin's starting to see, because he was looking at the budgie. No, Mrs. Gray. Look, we know from what we've seen he won't be able to see. He's looking in the direction of sound because he's got very acute hearing. He's looking in the direction of the sound. And this happened with several things, and they kept telling me, no. When he was about 14 months old, I was sitting with him at home on my own, and he was just down on the floor, and I was just playing with him, and I just saw him pick up a piece of fluff off the ground, and I started to cry. I thought, that fluff made no sound. He's not falling in the direction of sound. That fluff didn't make any sound. I just burst into tears. Phoned my husband and told him what had happened. Well, we made an appointment to go and see the eye specialist, and he said, no. And I said, well, this is what happened. Well, from then on, it just got stronger and stronger. Keep on praying and never take no for an answer from the doctors, because they don't have the final say. They can only tell you what they know. They don't have the answers. Only God has the answers. And he's the only one that can actually heal. When they say this can't happen and that can't happen, he proves them wrong, that he's higher than they are. He can do what he wants. It's just a miracle. Every time I look at him, I'm reminded of it. This lady had said to me, she was a Catholic lady, and she said, look, Morven, you have no idea the number of people that are praying for your little boy. Other people, they just didn't see it like that. Other people thought, well, it's just, that's what's happened. He's just come right. But the people who had been praying hard knew it was an answer to prayer without any shadow of doubt. They just knew God had answered their prayers. When we left Glasgow, Bill asked the doctors, now can you write a letter, something that we can take with us? And the doctor said, write a letter. He said, here. And he gave us this big folder. He said, take that with you to New Zealand. So we took this big folder of paperwork and showed it to the doctors in Wellington Hospital. And the Plunkett nurse asked me, could she take it and read it? And I said, yep, sure. And she came back, she said, Morven, that is nothing short of a miracle. This child should never have seen. I said, yeah, that's what they keep telling us, but here we are. So tell me that Jesus isn't a healer. Tell me that. No way. Jesus is a healer, without any shadow of doubt.